Top 5 most unreliable motorcycle brands.
Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today.
You know, guys, I always talk about, you know, buying a motorcycle that's reliable because it's going to keep you riding and not fixing. And that's normally why I stay away from European brands. That's why I stick with the Japanese motorcycles. But I've got statistics to back me up on that. And Consumer Reports 2015 issue, they sent surveys out to all of their subscribers, and they got 11,000 surveys back. And they asked them how reliable were the brands of motorcycles that they had from years 2008 to 2014. And like I said, this article was published in 2015, Consumer Reports. And these are the results as follows. Number 1, least reliable motorcycle brand is Can-Am. So for those of you that have that Can-Am trike, or you want to get the Can-Am trike, you might want to do some further research on it to see what you know, what problems they may be experiencing before you purchase that bike. Make sure no cops behind me because I want to light it up a little bit. But I've never really heard anybody say they had a lot of problems with Can-Am, but I don't know anybody that has a Can-Am trike. I see them around here a lot on the streets. So you might want to check up on that. And by the way, they reported a 42% failure rate. I guess 42% of them had problems. Number 2, BMW. Yes, BMW. A lot of you guys say, oh man, BMW's reliable. They're good bikes. I'm not saying they're not good bikes, but according to this poll, 40% people had problems, a failure rate, 40%. And you know, I'm really infatuated with the BMW S1000 RR and the R. The RR is still at the top of the heat as being one of the fastest bikes. It's got all the creature comforts on that bike. A lot of people praise that bike, and they say the newer bikes are actually more reliable. Like I said, this poll goes back to, like I said, 2008 through 2014, so it's not counting the model years 15 through current, so keep that in mind. But it still kind of gives you a picture of who are the most reliable brands and who is not reliable. And it also depends on the make and model of the bike too. So this was just generally anybody that owned that certain brand, and they reported whether they had issues with that, you know, particular brand or not. I don't know if they reported the exact model, but in the article it doesn't list the exact model. But anyways, number 3 most unreliable brand is Ducati. At 33% failed. Had a failure rate of 33%. And I'll tell you guys that I just watched a review, a long-term review on the Ducati Panigale S. I think it was $11.99. He bought it brand new, and he named so many knick-knack problems on that bike. Little oil leak, gasket seal fail, some heat issues, rattling where the muffler is, and the biggest issue with those bikes that I hear a lot is the mirrors fail on them. They get loose and then they wobble off and they have issues. The mirrors on the Panigale were an afterthought, definitely, and I'm sure Ducati probably has a great big box of mirrors because customers come in a lot to change those mirrors. I've heard motovloggers mention how sucky the mirrors are on their bike. So, you know, I told you, on a video, that video where I said the fucking Ducati. The reason why I don't get a fucking Ducati, let me tell you about it. I said I'd never buy a fucking Ducati. because the like I said, reliability issues. They're beautiful bikes, man, and don't get me wrong, a lot of people, they love the bikes, but I would not have time for those little knick-knack problems, taking it to the dealership for this and that. And the next up is Triumph. Yes, Triumph. 29% failure rate. This is, like I said, I repeat again, this is from the people that took the survey, so they had problems. And actually, Triumph was at the top of a couple of my lists. One of the Triumph Street Triple, I thought about getting. I hear a lot of positive reviews on that bike. A lot of people say they absolutely love that bike. And also, it's on the top 5 list of my ugliest bikes. Triumph Street Triple. Because of those 2 headlights. 2 ugly headlights on there. You think with all the awesome changes they made to that bike that they would have put more retro looking lights on there. Like I said, they didn't list a specific model. So I don't know if the Street Triple is one of those bikes that people experience problems with, but something like I said, you always want to do research before you buy a bike, man. Find out. Don't just buy the bike because some people said it's cool, you know, or some people said that it's you know, or it looks cool or whatever. Do your research and make a determination on whether that is a bike that's good for you. So, number 5 is not a surprise to anybody, including myself. The real issue, I mean, for me, is I thought it'd be higher up on the list of most unreliable brands. And that would be the Harley Davidson. Damn it, boy. I'm still getting used to these boots. Not as slim as those City Fusion Air boots I had, but they work good still. I like them. They're not real stiff. But yeah, Harley Davidson, man. And you know, I'll tell you guys firsthand that Harley Davidsons in the past were really unreliable. I mean, they were really had some reliability issues, man. My dad used to fix on them. He was always fixing his buddy's bikes. And one of the pictures with my late dad, should I say, he passed away, is that in one picture I have with him, he's got a Harley frame in the back with a bunch of parts all over the fridge, all over the ground. But from my understanding, these new Harleys are much better. And obviously, you see with this list here, they're at number 5. Only 26% failure rate. So, let's see what it's looking like today. Don't look too bad today, guys. But yeah, I actually test rode, get on these pigs. I actually test rode the Harley Davidson Breakout. And I'll tell you, I was very disappointed in that bike. Beautiful bike, don't get me wrong. It's actually listed on one of the top 5 of my beautiful bikes out there. But I'll tell you guys, that bike was slow as hell. Slow, man. And I'll tell you, my Chinese scooter was faster than that bike, guys. Okay, let me get the fuck out of here. It's like riding through ice, dude. Alright, do I want to take that? Okay, let's do it. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Right through this shit. Alright, no falling today. Go! Get on that throttle. So you gotta stay on that throttle, man. Getting some water action. Woo! We got some deer action here. Hey, dude! What's going on, dude? But yeah, man, Harley Davidsons, they've come a long ways. they make some badass looking cruisers. I'm not hating on them, so don't go all crazy on me and shit. But they're more reliable than Can-Am and all the other ones I listed, Triumph and BMW and Ducati. So there you go. Alright, I'll go through the back. I won't go through the grass because that guy's looking. He might report me. But anyways, as far as top 5 most reliable, I'll switch it here and I'll tell you which ones are the most reliable. And of course, I think you guys know common sense will prevail in this instance, that obviously the Japanese are at the top of the heap. And number 1, you've got Yamaha at number 1, only 11% failure rate. And I own one of them. This is my WR250R, and I can tell you firsthand that this bike, I've had absolutely 0 issues with it. I've looped it in wheelies. You've seen all the crashes I'm fucking around with this bike. Bike starts up right away. Never had no issues at all, man. Number 2 on the most reliable list is Honda and Suzuki, which surprised me. I thought Suzuki would be at the bottom of the list for the Japanese, but no, it's tied with Honda at freaking 12%. Only 12% failure rate. Hey, check it out. We got some ducks. We got some duck action in this bitch. Let's get some water action. Look at this shit. Getting some water action. But yeah. The next up number, so Honda, Suzuki, 3 and 4, 2 and 3. 4 is Kawasaki. 15% failure rate. And yep. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Some technical shit. And after that is Victory. Victory is next up at 17% failure rate. So there you go. And then after that is Harley Davidson again, 26%. So there you go. Woo! Here's some slashing. Good times. Some slide action in the fields. But hey guys, if you want to see more of my videos, go to my website, CycleCruza.com. Click on the menu tab, My Videos. All my videos are categorized in various playlists. Hopefully you can find something that will inform you, entertain you. Hey, hit thumbs up if you like this video. Share this video with your friends. And let them know. Stick with Japanese if you want to be riding and not fixing. One more time. Catch you guys. So until next time.
Hey, don't forget to check out my other YouTube channel that features the original bug-out moto van that is designed and built by yours truly so that I can live in my van with my motorcycle. So hey, check me out at youtube.com/bugoutmoto. Subscribe today.